Welcome along to another video. I am That Cycling Chimp, and in this one it's a very early Sunday morning and I've decided to come out on a little test run because I've just picked myself up a new bike. So if you want to find out what bike I've chosen and you want to know a little bit more about it, stick around to find out more. So I'm currently riding towards the old Alloway railway track. Thought that'd be a good test run. And then I'll come out at Green and Shore, down foot, down along Ayr Shore, and then we'll see how we go. So far, this bike is absolutely bomb-proof, but the reveal is coming. It's a Dreich morning, I'll tell you that. The good thing about this is it's giving the bike an even better test because it's actually built for these types of conditions. I've came down the old Alloway railway path today because I'd heard a little rumour about the railway tunnel that used to be covered in graffiti. I've covered that in quite a lot of my other videos if you've seen them. Now, apparently they've got half the mural up. I've not seen it yet and I don't know what it contains, but we're just about to head into the tunnel just now, so let's have a wee look. I don't know how well this is going to transfer onto the camera because it's quite dark, but it looks as if it's like wooden panels that they've painted and they've actually stuck it onto the wall. And some of the artwork's really good. It's a hell of a lot better than what it used to look like. It's definitely got a very Ayrshire theme when you've got Robert Burns Cottage, you've got sheep, livestock, farming. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. I'm really impressed with that mural they've got in that tunnel, but I'm sure it'll look absolutely spectacular once it's finished. I think everybody that's involved in that project should get a huge round of applause for that, because that artwork is really good. Anyway, it's nearly time for the big reveal. I'm just going to stop at the crossroads underneath the new bridge on the railway path and we'll get a little chat about what I'm riding today. I've dotted a couple of little Easter eggs, so you'll probably know what the colour is by this point, and some eagle-eyed cycling fanatics will probably already know what it is I'm riding. So well done if you've already spotted and you know exactly what model it is. So I've currently stopped at the little crossroads that they made from the old Alloway path that takes you on so you can go onward to Ayr Shore. And the good thing about this path is they're going to be extending this path from this direction all the way along the coast, also known as the Ayrshire Link. And I can't wait till that happens because you're going to be able to visit some of the villages like Dunure. They have very limited access on a bike because the roads are just far too busy for certain people. Road cyclists and that go on it all the time, but just kind of your normal recreational cyclists can't really get down to these places. And there's a great little pub in Dunure that does a lot of good food. Anyway, it's time to give you the big reveal and the bike I'm riding today. Now, I've done a lot of extensive research on this bike because I was looking for something else that was basically built for my European body to die for, which wasn't speed. I was looking for something that was built for ruggedness. So I was in the market for a gravel bike. Now, my appetite was whetted when I went to Whiteley Wind Farm, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll pop the link at the end of this so that you can check it out. But I caught the bug, and I know there's a lot of gravel places within Scotland that I'd like to travel to and see, and that's some of my plans for the summer. I was looking at the choice of 4 bikes, and the 4 bikes I was looking at was another Trek Damani, but I thought, yeah, it's a capable bike, but to me it's more of a road bike, and it is built for speed. The other one I was looking at was the Cinelli Zydeco, which again I thought was an absolutely amazing looking bike, but I just couldn't justify the price in the terms of, I just think somebody would steal it off me if they'd seen it. The third bike I was looking at was another Trek, and that was the Trek Checkpoint ALR4. And you can kind of tell if you're into bikes that they're all round about the same kind of price range. But then I went into ACS Cycles in Prestwick, because I'd seen a bike online, and it's a bike that I've got. These things are selling like absolute hotcakes. Every time they're stocked in ACS, or online for that matter, it's very hard to get one. I opted to go for, drum roll please, the Merida Silex 400. Now this is my first real test ride out in it. I was out the day that I got it just to test it out myself, just to see that everything was working alright, but this is the main kind of test that I've had. And this thing, as I said earlier on in the video, is absolutely bomb-proof. To me, it's light as a feather compared to the Trek Damani. There's about maybe 1 kilogram of a difference in weight, but you can tell. What I do like about it is, it puts me in a more upright position. Now, I love riding my Trek, and I'm still going to continue riding it, I'm not getting rid of it. But to me, the Trek's for kind of shorter road adventures, where this bike, hopefully going to be using it for a little bit more touring and bike packing. I opted to go for the GRX 400 group set. I had to do a little bit of adjustment because the cable was obviously stretched since I've been out riding it. The other thing I do like about it as well is the colour. As I said, one of the biggest things I do like about the bike is it's so comfortable to ride, and it's probably because I'm in a better position. Now I don't know if that's down to bike fit or it's just down to the more upright position, because I'm not kind of more in a streamlined speed position. And talking about speed, everybody keeps saying that gravel bikes are a lot slower. I wouldn't really say that's the case with this one. The gearing feels completely different. On the Trek I'm running the Shimano Sora, and compared to the GRX there is a bit of a difference, and you can feel that difference on your legs when you are pedalling. The thing I'm looking forward to is, it might actually be a little bit easier for hills for me, because the gearing is a lot looser. But yeah, I'm definitely impressed, and you are getting a huge bang for your buck with this bike. I wasn't too keen at first with the tyres that was on it, because they're 45C and they're quite wide, and I'm used to running 35 or 28s if I'm on the road. It's just an absolute bundle of fun, and I genuinely can't wait to get up to Whiteley Wind Farm, or even somewhere a little further north into the Scottish Highlands. And if you're from Scotland or the UK, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The stock tyres that come in the bike as well are tubeless ready, so I've been talking about going tubeless a little while now. I'll probably get the tubeless kit and go for it, just to see what it's like. Because that was the one thing with the Damani, I was getting a lot of punctures because I was running tubes. And I don't know whether it's because of the tyre choice or if it's because of the wheel set I've got on it, which is a good wheel set. I just want to run tubeless just to see what it's like. Another huge upgrade with this bike compared to the Damani is I've got hydraulic brakes now instead of mechanical brakes, and I can feel the stopping power. Well, that's us got to the end of another video. Sorry it's a small one today. If you enjoyed it, give us a huge thumbs up, and if you really liked it, consider hitting that subscribe and notification button, because your subscribing keeps me and the channel riding. Getting up home for a cup of tea, and I hope to see you in the next adventure. But in the meantime, you can check out my last video here, or you can check out previously on that cycling chimp down at the bottom there, because that's archived videos. I've got a funny feeling I can feel a little adventure coming soon. Until the next time, bye for now.